Tina Lockwood took the female bodybuilding industry by storm in a series of competitions from 1991 to 1995. She won the heavyweight and overall categories of the Tina Amateur in 1994. The following year, she went on to compete at the USA Championships but placed a disappointing 10th. This was to be her last competition in the sport. 3 years later, in 1998, Tina graced the cover of Women's Physique World magazine, and this was to be the last the bodybuilding world would see of Tina. Even with gorgeous muscle shapes and the size maintained an appealing level of definition that enhanced her femininity. She was one of the largest in female bodybuilders of all time.
I can't even get both my hands around.
She did have great genes for size and shape. She was also known as Muscle Goddess among her fans. Tina competed in 3 shows between 1991 and 1995. Her best performance was in 1994 in Tina Amateur NPC. Overall winner. She did her schooling from Carpinteria Senior High School. She was a good athlete since her school days. She used to be a good swimmer in her school days. She was a really quick-witted and smart. When a guy from the peanut gallery stood up to proclaim, "I think all your muscles make you look like a man and unfeminine," to which she replied, "Do you think your lack of muscle makes you look like a woman?" Her upper body and legs are well-toned. They have a perfect symmetry and size combined with muscular stature. But she had to leave bodybuilding as sponsors were necessary for competitions. Unfortunately, none were prepared to sponsor without fringe benefits. Tina was honest and soft-spoken. She was also known as one of the coolest and sweetest people. As we have heard contradictory reports for years about Tina Lockwood. She either died or just left bodybuilding and expected a new life. She left bodybuilding generally because of the negative consideration and scurrilous remarks. She didn't like being viewed as a sex object. Another story about Tina's life. After leaving bodybuilding, she moved to Philadelphia with her boyfriend, and last time she was seen sitting behind a counter in a gym at Philadelphia. When at her place in NJ, she had done private wrestling sessions for some time. However, she gave it all up later. It is speculated that she left as her parents found out and objected. Some say that she was married off to a pro football player, and for privacy, she adopted her spouse's surname. Tina had once confessed that she disliked men touching her and that in 2 years of her college, she was never asked for a date. But fact remained that Tina then moved to Philadelphia with her boyfriend post-bodybuilding.
Self-respect. Anyone, whether male or female, who can boast having a fit, muscular body might as well carry around a sign that says in big bold letters, "I take care of myself." Generally speaking, you don't look that way unless you make a conscious decision to do so. You don't become muscular by accident. It's a choice you make to sculpt your body to fit a certain aesthetic. Becoming buff isn't just about lifting weights. It requires watching your diet. So no excessive sugary sweets, rich coffee drinks or deep-fried foods. You have to make sacrifices most of us in the general public, me included, wouldn't want to make. While it's true that excessive exercise and extreme dieting can be unhealthy if taken too far, generally speaking men and women who look good take specific measures to look that way. Self-respect means believing in your own potential. It means setting goals and having an actionable plan to achieve those goals. Goal-oriented people tend to achieve more in life than people who wander around aimlessly. A female bodybuilder, for example, wants to be a winner. Professional and dedicated amateur athletes all want to be winners. You don't get to that level unless you sincerely believe you can do it. But even if a muscular woman doesn't compete at any level, she still has self-respect. Perhaps her goals are different. She wants to look fantastic. She wants to inspire others. She wants to prove to herself that she can do whatever she wants. Regardless, the common denominator is that she has her goals set high and will never back down from reaching her full potential. This determination is obvious just from looking at her hard-earned physique. You don't have to ask her about it. You can see it right in front of you.
Yeah, she just came up really.
A desire to shatter social stereotypes. Directly related to point number 1, a muscular woman's body can be an indication that she wants to shatter the stereotypes we have about strength and gender identity. The most obvious example is the idea of female weakness/male superiority. But, if you add elements of race, height, sex appeal and fashion choices into the mix, things can get very complicated. For example, if a muscular woman chooses to wear baggy jeans and a fur coat everywhere, even if it's not particularly cold, that's probably an indication she doesn't want the public to notice her muscularity. If, on the other hand, she chooses to wear yoga pants and a skimpy top that generously shows off her arms and torso, she definitely wants people to notice her. Not bother or harass her, but see her. Whether she's motivated by narcissism or personal comfort is impossible to tell. What is obvious is that she's okay with people seeing her hard work on full display. In addition to social defiance, a muscular woman who chooses to show off her body is also maybe trying to change the way people view women as a whole. Not just muscular women, but every woman on planet Earth. She wants people to no longer believe women are destined for weakness. She wants people to be convinced that men don't have a monopoly on strength. Maybe she wants society to redefine what it means to be beautiful, feminine, and desirable. Instead of telling people that strong is beautiful, she decides instead to put her money where her mouth is and let the entire world know that she's a muscular woman who believes she's just as beautiful as the women you see on the cover of magazines.
That is so bad. So hard. It's big. Get ready to go. I'll leave you to your pants. Okay. Good luck. Thank you. Now I can see that my legs going down. They're getting long. I wonder how big they are.